Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Funzo. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about my internship at the restaurant. It was for the first 2.5 months where I was working for the main side of the restaurant. There's two sides to it. It is the main side, which is where it sells like people that are there that are coming and stuff like that. And there is the banqueting side that manages the events, and I work both on the main side and on the banqueting side. So my story is just gonna be the first 2 months where I was working for the main restaurant, where I was on the cold food section. But the cold food section is the side where they make your salads, where they make your. On this restaurant was where we made the rice, where we made the curry or sauces and soups and all of that kind of stuff. The tacos. The restaurant I worked for was an Asian inspired restaurant. I'm not gonna name names, but yeah, it is a very nice establishment. Okay, so first things first, how I got the internship. In the school, after you're done with your practicals and your tests, they find a restaurant for you to go work at so that you can gain your experience. In the school that I was at, it's 6 months worth of experience at a particular restaurant that they go find for you. You go do the interviews. After that, it's up to the restaurant whether or not they wanna keep you, and it's also up to the restaurant whether or not they wanna feed you or give you a place to stay or give you any money for transport or anything like that, or if they want to pay you a salary at all. It's up to the restaurant. The one I was at, they only provided the food, transportation and everything else you have to provide for yourself. So my experience in first getting into the restaurant, for one, I didn't actually know the restaurant before going there. I did find it on Instagram and I searched for it online. At that time I didn't actually know a lot about Pretoria, so learning about the place I'm gonna be working at, so it was like, okay, cool. Found out about it, went and did the interview. After the interview, I called back in and they said I could come in and work on the Monday. So I got in there. Now my only issue with the place was when I got in, there was like zero induction. The only thing that they did was there were students from my school who were there for the first term. So they just found students who they were like, oh, okay, you're coming from the same school, so show her around, which to me, that kind of threw me off, because even when the person was showing me around, it just they were showing me little sections, but it was not like informative. It didn't tell me anything. It felt like it was all over the place. I didn't really know who's who and who does what. And the thing that when I went to the head chef, the only thing that he did was he took me, put me on the side where there was all women, and he said, go work that side.
And we're just like, whoa.
He said, how long are you gonna be here? And it was 6 months. And then he just said that you got her for 6 months, right? So I worked on that side for like 2.5 months before I moved to banqueting. So training wise, when it came to the restaurant, let me say you were basically training on the job. Yes, they showed you what you needed to do. Yes, they kind of showed you like, okay, you are gonna make this salad and show me while I'm doing it. The first you probably like a week or two, maybe 3, it was mostly like chopping up stuff when you were doing the prep. I'm gonna give it to one of the cooks that was showing me how the cold section actually works. The first week probably was the hardest because it was 8 hours on your feet, and like the little naive me, I hardly ever took a break. So I think the first few weeks I took maybe even 30 minutes is a lot, because the only way I used to get a break was literally I just left the restaurant and went to the bathroom, and that was like my break. I like sat there. That's when I used to call my mom when I was there. I am a big girl, and standing on your feet is a lot. It's very painful, but you do get used to it. The more and more you do it, I was also probably losing weight because I was also working without really eating, and then I can't really. I have this thing where when I'm going out, I don't actually eat, which is messed up, and probably the reason why I gain even more weight because of my messed up schedule of eating. But I did get the hang of making the rice, the different types of salads, to the point where I did get tired of it. I mean, clearly I'm not a green person, seriously, and I saw a lot of green salads. So yeah, that was, yeah, I actually did kind of get tired of the cold food section for a while. It was like, it was the reputation, like a lot to do with restaurants. Like, it feels like it looks good when you're ordering the food and you're on the other side and you're ordering your like different stuff and all of that, but when you're in the background seeing how everything is prepared, and and you're making salads or you're making the same recipe every single day in, day out, the the joy that you get from it, it's not like, reputation is not the best thing. It's not fun. It's not it's not that fun. Actually, it's not. We had a lot of repeating a lot of things, which I appreciated banqueting for the fact that, for one, there was a time where I could do our own stuff. Thank God to these guys came from Capsicum as well, gave me an opportunity. I got the hang of it. I could even, if I came in earlier, I could do the prep work. By prep work, I mean cutting everything, preparing the rice, cleaning up and throwing out stuff that was old, things like that. But funny enough, there is this contract that they give to us in the school, and then the chef of the place needs to sign it. And the review that I saw was like, okay, she cannot lead. If you tell her what to do, she knows how to do it, but she's not a good leader. She cannot do all these things. I gotta be honest, that hurt. But for one, he just threw me into the wolves. Two, if you have ever met me anyway, I am a very shy-ish person. I'm very quiet when I first meet people, and I try learning my environment before I just start like blabbing my mouth. And this was a new environment. As I, for one, like work-wise, the only thing I ever done was when I was in varsity, and I did a coordinating thing, and that was with other students, fellow students. So it was not like that. So this was like a whole new thing where I had never worked really. So at the time, it was fun learning new things, because I learned how to make new salads, even though I'm probably not gonna eat them because she clearly loves fat. But that's besides the point. But I could make a hell of a salad and a salad dressing, because banqueting also used me every now and again. So my other definite issue that I found when I was working in the kitchen, when I was still on the other side of the main restaurant, was it felt like women were gathered up and then just put on the cold section side, like, because all the females were literally on one section of that kitchen, and it was as if we couldn't handle frying, grilling, or anything like that. That's how I felt. That's how I felt about it, because the time I was there, I can count the number of times that I could actually work on the grill or anything like that. It was maybe the fryer every now and again, and it felt like there was a little bit of a gender inequality, as if the guys were the ones that could do the heavy lifting or do the other stuff. But clearly I learned for this, and I had to go through cooking a lot of different things. I say that because when the guy got there, because I told you there were 3 students, it was 2 females and there was 1 guy from another school, right? When the guy got there, it felt like he was getting more challenges, like they were using him a lot more. As the females, it's do the salad, give me a fruit salad, give me a garden salad. He came there before he even did the practicals, and I did do my practicals, and it kind of felt like I was being put on the side just because I'm female. Like, okay, we're not gonna be using you to grill this, we're not gonna be using this. I was like, I felt some sort of way. I knew that there was like inequalities and people do treat you different, but I would think, like, this is a young head show. I would think you're gonna allow us to move around, you're gonna allow us, like, because the thing that they told us before was you're gonna move sections. So, and it was like, you don't stay in a section for too long. When I was doing the interview, to me coming into the restaurant, and then the next thing you're putting me on the cold side, not really. And yes, maybe it's also my fault that maybe I should have taken the initiative to be like, hey, I want to move to the grilling side, so I'm gonna stay. Anyway, it was a good work experience, but I'm still gonna say that there was a lot of things that I felt like were kind of, I didn't like or agree with. It does teach you a lot, takes you out of that bubble you're in, of how you see the world, basically. And this was like a kind of like a shocker in a way. I think the other biggest thing that I did see when we were at the restaurant was it was sort of the mood shift in our head chef, which was it was a lot to deal with. I noticed it more when I went more into banqueting. It's like it was a flip flop on when you get our head chefs like good day. It was a flip flop. It was like one day this person is smiling with you, laughing with you, making jokes, making you feel comfortable. You feel like, yeah, this is all good, this is great, and all of that. And then the next thing, the person is like moody, throwing things around.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
When you're studying up, which we were also told by the head chef himself, was like, this industry, unless you're getting to like the higher position and you've had a lot of experience, which is not with everyone, you don't really get paid. You do it for the passion and not exactly for the money, because you don't get paid that much. Guys, it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's difficult. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little story time. I hope you found it informative. I hope it helped someone else who wants to get into the industry. And I hope you enjoyed the series, and I'm gonna be uploading more videos on Fridays. It's gonna be every other Friday. Please subscribe, comment, and like. Please follow me on my social media handle. On Facebook, it's Funza Faith Nengwanani. Instagram, Funzi. And on Twitter, it's StepUp111. Bye.